It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Thursday, November the 10th. I'm Michael Groff. We dry out, but temperatures to remain below average, not only today, but through most of the upcoming forecast period, as we do expect a rather cool November to persist here for quite some time. What about our next chance of rain? When might we see some more of that, if at all? Well, we'll find out the answer to that question and everything else as we dive in and discuss here. First, we'll take a look at that almanac from yesterday. 72 degrees, the afternoon high. 56 was the low, the normal high 80, and the normal low 56. So again, our cool temperatures continue. We did pick up 0.04 of an inch of rain officially at Sky Harbor. Some of you out in the West Valley saw just a bit more than that. As we take a look outside right now here, just after 9 o'clock, we've got mostly sunny sky greeting us this morning, and we're sitting at 55 degrees at Sky Harbor, dew point at 44, humidity 67%, wind from the southwest at 5, barometer is steady. The upper air weather pattern across the nation features our trough that brought the unsettled and cooler conditions here yesterday, now moving out toward the Plain States, and they're going to see blizzard conditions across parts of North and South Dakota today. The snowflakes will be flying up into northwest Minnesota, but just to the southeast of that in the warm sector, a chance of severe storms. At the same time, we've got a tropical storm. That's Nicole across Florida. That's bringing plenty of wind and rain down there. But for us, just a dry, cool, northwesterly flow here. The watch warning map highlights what I was just talking about. Look at those tropical storm warnings across Florida. We've got those extending up into the coast of Georgia and South Carolina. Flood watches down there, wind advisories as well, and a tornado watch as well for the immediate northeast coast of Florida and the Georgia coast, so around Jacksonville up towards Savannah. Then you've got blizzard warnings and winter storm warnings for the Dakotas, and even up into northwest Minnesota, those snowflakes. And out here in Arizona, well, all of our advisories are gone, but not forgotten. Yesterday, a peak wind gust of 68 miles per hour at the Show Low Airport, and a number of spots over northern Arizona saw 50 to 60 mile per hour winds yesterday. The convective outlook, we've got that standard slight risk of severe storms in some of those same spots I was mentioning, from the northeast coast of Florida through coastal Georgia and the Carolinas, and a risk of severe storms out across from the western Great Lakes through the plains. Here's a look at the tropics, and really Nicole is all that's out there on the board. No other systems lurking, no potential areas of development, at least not for now. And Nicole is a weakening system located pretty close to Tampa, just to the northeast of Tampa right now. This continues to weaken. It will start to make that more dramatic north and northeasterly turn, racing up the east coast, and be a rain and wind producer for the next couple of days. And here's a look at the precipitation outlook around here. This is valid through Thursday morning of next week. Rain amounts in Phoenix, probably nothing. Statewide, not a whole lot. Anything that we see, light though it may be, will be located over the northern mountains, the high country, northern Arizona, the rim, maybe the White Mountains as well. As a dry, albeit somewhat cool pattern will persist here. And we'll talk about the details of that right now as we get to the models, have a look at things. This is the GFS. It's the 06Z run, and this is valid at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Ridge in the east, trough coming out toward the Plain States, and going negative tilt. And then we've got Nicole across Florida. So what it means for us down at the surface for today, oh yeah, dry, cool northwesterly flow, sunny sky, and high temperatures only in the mid to upper 60s. Again, that's going to be anywhere from 11 to 15 degrees below normal today. So get out there and enjoy it. Man, we suffer all summer waiting for this, and it's just perfect. Sat outside yesterday, loving every minute of it. All right. Meanwhile, look at those blizzard conditions across the northern Plain States. The snowflakes flying. All right. Tonight, clear sky, overnight lows should get down into the upper 30s in some of the coldest valley locations, mid 40s in the urban core. And then tomorrow, for Veterans Day, we've got mostly sunny in the morning. We'll see an increase in some high clouds by the afternoon, but nothing to disrupt the outdoor activities, all the festivities that are going on. And temperatures should actually warm up a couple of degrees, upper 60s to low 70s. Saturday looks like another great day. Sunny sky, high temperatures, upper 60s, low 70s. On Sunday, a very weak, dry, cold front is going to pass by the area. And so there might be a high cloud or two associated with that. But the big change will be temperatures will lower a few degrees back toward the mid or upper 60s. And then with drier air on the backside of that system, Sunday night, Monday morning, waking up to the coolest temperatures potentially we've had this season. We might get down in the mid-30s in the coldest locations around south central Arizona, maybe up in the McDowell Mountains, the northern Maricopa County, and even in the urban core, only low 40s. So a cool start to the day, and then high temperatures recover back toward the mid and upper 60s for your Monday. Tuesday, highs upper 60s to around 70, and same thing on Wednesday, but the GFS is interestingly enough showing another little short wave coming on through in relatively dry fashion. There might be a few showers, though, across northern Arizona. For now, I've got mostly clear sky in our forecast for next Wednesday. We might bring in some clouds and breezes, but I don't think this far south we're going to get any moisture with this. This is mostly moving overland. All this is going to do is bring in another reinforcing shot of cool air. Then going out a week from today, this is Thursday the 17th, and that short wave moves out toward the plain states. Negative height anomalies continue here. Dry, cool northwest flow aloft. And look at that big ridge up there across the Northeast Pacific, Western Canada, and all the way up into Alaska. And this is just going to be a persistent, semi-permanent feature that it just has not moved over the last, week to 10 days, and it's not going to move for another week to 10 days at least. And so what that means downstream is these short waves just continue to kind of move on through here in relatively dry fashion. Now, let me show you. This is Friday the 18th, and we've got another system coming through. This run of the GFS is a bit deeper with this, and unfortunately, again, it's moving mostly over land. We do not see any significant moisture being pulled northward, but there's enough dynamic support, I think, for at least a chance of a few showers in here by next Friday, if this verifies. But again, there's a long time to go here, and we'll see how that plays out. But as it is now, the one thing, the screaming message that's coming from our models that we have been talking about for a while is a continued below normal temperature trend. In fact, if this is right, high temperatures might only make it to the low 60s here. And then even going out 10 days, this is Saturday the 19th, and we're still cool and dry. Negative height anomalies continue across the southwest U.S. And look at that big vortex up there across central Canada and the trough over the plain states. So cool and dry conditions continue for a fair portion of the continental United States. All right, let's take a look at rainfall for Phoenix. This goes out through Thanksgiving Day. Believe it or not, only 2 weeks away from now. That would be, the 24th of November. And the ensemble mean, 2/100ths of an inch? So no significant precipitation chances are expected. It's very likely we will stay dry between now and then. But while we are dry, you might expect warm temperatures, but no, temperatures well below average through the entire forecast period. Mostly in the 60s, maybe squeaking into the low 70s at times. Overnight lows in the 40s in the mid-city. 30s for the cool spots. All right, that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video back here tomorrow morning, and if you enjoy these videos, then be sure to subscribe, like, share, click that notification bell, leave those comments, questions, suggestions. The executive producer of the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion is my one and only Asian sensation, love of a lifetime. She is Michelle. And you guys, thank you so much for watching. You make these videos possible with your continued support and your participation, your comments, and being on our live chat and your viewership and all your kind words. It is greatly appreciated. And your contributions for Photo Friday, which comes up tomorrow as well. And if you want to get in on that, groffshow@gmail.com is my email address. That is groffshow@gmail.com for Photo Friday. All right, well, that's it. Thank you, guys. Be safe out there and have yourselves a fantastic Thursday.